Hello everyone, welcome to accountancy class. I am Divya, lecturer in commerce, GSI PU College, Mysuru. Today in this session, let us discuss about 12 marks problem from chapter 4, session 3, retirement of a partner. Let's get started. So, first read the question carefully and then solve the problem. So, here in this question, Shiva, Shankar and Ganesh were partners in a firm, sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. Their balance sheet as on 31st/3/2018 stood as follows. Balance sheet is given. On the liability side, sundry creditors 30,000, bills payable 22,000, reserve fund 24,000, capital accounts of Shiva 50,000, Shankar 50,000, Ganesh 30,000. On the asset side, cash in hand 55,000, stock 10,000, debtors 30,000, machinery 25,000, bills receivable 5,000, buildings 70,000, furniture 11,000. Total of the balance sheet is 2,06,000. Ganesh retired from the business due to illness and the following adjustment. First adjustment, goodwill of the firm is valued at rupees 36,000. Adjustment 2, the retiring partner is to be paid his dues in cash immediately. Third one, depreciate machinery and furniture by 5% and 10% respectively. Next adjustment, stock and building appreciated by 10% and 20% respectively. Next one, a provision of rupees 950 is made in respect of repair bills. And last adjustment, provide reserve for doubtful debts at 5% on debtors. Prepare revaluation account, partners capital account as well as new balance sheet of the firm. So after going through the question, note down the items given in the balance sheet where it appears or recorded. Here in this question, sundry creditors on the liability side, it appears in the balance sheet. Next one, bills payable, balance sheet. Reserve fund, it appears in the partners capital account. Capital accounts of all the partners you are going to record in the partners capital account. On the asset side, cash in hand, balance sheet, stock, balance sheet, debtors, balance sheet, machinery, balance sheet, bills receivable, balance sheet, buildings, balance sheet, furniture, balance sheet. In this question, Ganesh get retired. So, in the first adjustment, goodwill of the firm is valued at rupees 36,000. It is recorded in partners capital account. Next one, retiring partner is to be paid dues in cash immediately. That means it is also in the first case settlement of the partners capital account made by cash here. So, once it is recorded in the partners capital account, again you are adjusting in the cash account in balance sheet. Next, depreciate machinery and furniture. So, depreciate means decrease in the value of the assets. So, once you are recording in revaluation account, again in balance sheet. Stock and building appreciated by 10% and 20%. So, appreciate in the stock means increase in the value of the stock. So, once you are recording in revaluation account, again in new balance sheet. Next, a provision of rupees 950 is made in respect of repair bills. So, once you are recording in revaluation account, again in balance sheet. Provide reserve for doubtful debts 5% on debtors. So, once in revaluation account, again in the balance sheet asset side in debtors you are going to adjust that one. So, in the balance sheet, in the old balance sheet which is given in the question, so whatever the adjustment is given, you just mark in front of the asset star marks that indicate that there is an adjustment for the particular item. Revaluation account. In the previous chapter we learned that in the revaluation account, if any increasing in the liability, you are recording on the debit side of the revaluation account. Decreasing in the liability, you are recording on the credit side. Next one, decrease in the assets, you are recording on the debit side of revaluation account. Increasing in the assets, you are recording on the credit side of the revaluation account. If any unrecorded liabilities is there, then it is recorded on the revaluation account debit side. Unrecorded assets, it is recorded on the credit side of the revaluation account. Outstanding income, if it is given, it is recorded on the credit side. Outstanding expenses is there, then it is recorded on the revaluation account debit side. Prepaid expenses recorded on the credit side. Income received in advance, recorded on the debit side of the revaluation account. First write the heading revaluation account, then write debit as well as credit, particulars, amount, particulars as well as amount. First you see the adjustment. So in the third adjustment, depreciate machinery and furniture by 5% and 10% respectively. So depreciate means decrease in the value of the assets. You are recording on the debit side of the revaluation account. So what is the value of the machinery given in the balance sheet there? Machinery value to machinery account, to machinery account. What is the value given in the balance sheet? 25,000. The rate of percentage is given, that is 5%. 25,000 into 5% equals to 1,250. Again, depreciate furniture, that is furniture account, 11,000. The value of the furniture is 11,000. 10 divided by 100 equals to 1,100. Next, in the fourth adjustment, stock and building appreciated by 10% and 20% respectively. Appreciate means increase in the value of the assets. Record on the credit side of the revaluation account as by stock account. So what is this value of the stock given in the balance sheet? 10,000 into 10 divided by 100 equals to 1,000. Next one, by buildings. So the value of the building is 70,000. It is given in the question. 20% you calculate, you will get 14,000. 14,000. Next adjustment. A provision of rupees 950 is made in respect of repair bill. This is expense. So expense, it is recorded on the revaluation account debit side to provision for repair bill. Repair bill amount is 950. Next adjustment. Reserve for doubtful debts at 5% on debtors to provide reserve for doubtful debts RBD equals to, what is the value of the debtors given in the question? 30,000 into 5 divided by 100 equals to 1,500. 1,500. Now find the total, which side is greater. Here 15,000 on the credit side. Write the same amount this side, 15,000. So when you deduct this amount, you will get 10,200. That is the difference. So to profit transferred to partners capital account, that is Shiva Next one, Shankar. Last partner is Ganesh. Shiva 10,200. 10,200 into their share is 3:2:1. 3 plus 2 plus 1 equals to 6. That is 3 by 6 is to 2 by 6 is to 1 by 6. Right here 3 by 6. Then you will get 5,100. Next one, again 10,200 is the profit into his share is 2 divided by 6. Amount comes to 3,400. Last partner is Ganesh. 10,200 into 1 by 6 equals to 1,700. This balance is carried forward to the partners capital account. Partners capital account, debit as well as credit. On debit side, one particular column and 3 partners amount column is required. Credit side also one particular column and 3 amount column is required. So first bring the capital balance by balance brought down. See the question, the capital amount is 50,000 Shiva, 50,000 Shankar and 30,000 Ganesh. It is given in the question. The second step, if any undistributed profit is there, it should be brought into account. Here in the question, reserve fund is there. See the question, reserve fund amount is 24,000 into distributed in their profit sharing ratio. Profit sharing ratio is 3:2:1. That is 3 by 6, 2 by 6 and 1 by 6. That comes to 12,000, 8,000 and 4,000. Next, third step is bring the revaluation account balance. See the revaluation account by revaluation account profit is there. That is 5,100, 3,400 and 1,700. Next one, goodwill of the firm is valued here. Firm goodwill is given in the question, that is 36,000. First find the retiring partner share, that is here Ganesh is the retiring partner. Ganesh share equals to 36,000 into 1 by 6, that comes to 6,000. So when the goodwill is valued by the firm, the journal entry is gaining partners capital account debited to retiring partners capital account. So here the journal entry is Shiva capital account debited, Shankar capital account debited to Ganesh capital account. So here amount borne by Shiva equals to, so it should be written off in their gain ratio. So when the partner get retired here, so the remaining share is 3:2. 3:2 is the gain ratio. Gain ratio equals to 3:2. The old ratio is 3:2:1. When the partner get retired, remaining share is 3:2. So the gain ratio is 3:2. The amount borne by Shiva is 6,000 into 3 by 5. That comes to 3,600. Next, amount borne by Shankar equals to 6,000 into 2 by 5 equals to 1,400. By Shiva capital account, you should not record in the Shiva account, record in the Ganesh account, that is 3,600. By Shankar capital account, then you should not record in the Shankar account, recorded in Ganesh account 1400. Shiva and Shankar account debited to Ganesh account. So when the Ganesh name is written, you should not record it in Ganesh account. So record the amount in Shiva account 3600 and 1400. So the last adjustment, the retiring partner is to be paid his dues in cash immediately is given. First let us balance the retiring partner's capital account, that is total is 41,700, write the same total 41,700, the balance also 41,700. This is cash account. This is retiring partners dues paid off. Next balance the Shiva account, that is 67,100, write the same total here 61,100, difference is 63,500. Next balance the Shankar capital account, that is 61,400, write the same total here 61,400, difference is 59,000. This is to balance carried down to balance sheet. So question alli goodwill of the firm ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 36,000. So 36,000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣೇಶ್ ಶೇರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 36,000 into 1/6 equals to 6,000. ಈ 6,000 ಅನ್ನ ಶಿವ ಮತ್ತೆ ಶಂಕರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಶಿವ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟೆಡ್, ಶಂಕರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಗಣೇಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಶಿವ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿರುವಾಗ ಶಿವ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕಾಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ಬರಿಬಾರ್ದು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಯಾವ ಕಾಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು? ಗಣೇಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ಶಂಕರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿರುವಾಗ ಶಂಕರ್ ಕಾಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಗಣೇಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ನೇಮು ಬರಬಾರ್ದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣೇಶ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಾಗ ಗಣೇಶ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕಾಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬಾರ್ದು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? 3,600 and 1,400. That is recorded in Shiva account as well as the Shankar account. This way we have to prepare the partners capital account. New balance sheet as on 1/4/2018. Write the liabilities, amount, assets and amount. First see the question. On the liability side, sundry creditors is given. It appears in the balance sheet. Write here sundry creditors. Sundry creditors. So what is the sundry creditors amount given in the balance sheet? That is 30,000. 30,000. Next one, bills payable is given, that is 22,000. Bills payable 22,000. Next see the asset side of the balance sheet. Cash in hand is given. Cash in hand. So actual cash in hand given in the balance sheet is 55,000. 55,000. Current year the retiring partner due is paid, that is 41,000. 41,700. This is cash given in the balance sheet. This is retiring partners due. Total amount comes to 13,300. Next see the balance sheet. Stock is given. The actual value of the stock. Actual value of the stock 10,000. Now see the revaluation account. In the revaluation account, stock appreciated, you are recorded on the credit side of the revaluation account, that is appreciation amount 1,000. Total 11,000. Total 11,000. Next one, debtors is there, right? Debtors value. What is the actual debtors given in the question? 30,000. And you calculated RBD less RBD in the revaluation account. Amount is 1,500. 500 after deducting 28,500. Next, machinery is there in the balance sheet. Machinery value is 25,000. Adjustment is there, right? Machinery. Machinery value is actual value given in the balance sheet is 25,000. Here depreciated machinery, depreciation. What is the depreciation value? It is in the revaluation account, that is 1,250. 1,250. After deducting, you will get 23,750. Next one, bills receivable is there. Write down bills receivable. What is the actual bills receivable amount given in the balance sheet? 5,000. 5,000. Next, building amount. Building is given. Buildings. Actual value of the buildings in the balance sheet is 70,000. Add appreciation. It is given in the revaluation account. We already calculated, that is 14,000. After adding, you will get 84,000. Next, furniture. What is the actual value of the furniture given? 11,000. Less depreciation, 1,100. 1,100. Outer column, 9,900. So once you check all the adjustment are adjusted or not, here depreciation on furniture and machinery, that is already adjusted here. Stock and building appreciated, that is also adjusted. Next, provide reserve for doubtful debts, that is also adjusted. Provision of rupees 950 is made in respect of repair bills, that is not adjusted. Provision for repair bills, that is 950 rupees. That is 950 rupees. The adjustment which is given in the question, that is already adjusted in the balance sheet. The next step is bring the capital balance. So first one is Shiva. Shiva's capital is 63,500. Next one is Shankar. Second partner is Shankar. Shankar capital is 59,000. So let us total the balance sheet. On asset side, 1,75,450. The total of liabilities is 1,75,450. Assets is equals to liabilities. So here the cash in hand which is given in the balance sheet 55,000 minus this is given in the balance sheet, and this is the amount paid to retiring partner. So when the cash is paid immediately, the total amount payable to the retiring partner is deducted from the cash in hand. The balance is 13,300. So when the partner get retired from a partnership firm, this way we are going to prepare the new balance sheet. I hope today's session was useful to you all. Thank you.